Well, hello, my name's Guru, and I'm here today to talk about Crucible, Amazon's third-person hero shooter slash MOBA that was just released. I almost didn't even play this game because of the fact that when I booted it up for the first time, I had a fatal error, and that's alright, those things happen sometimes. But then I went on to have 19 more, but something inside me was like, hey, you gotta try this game. I want to know what it was like. So I just kept pushing through until I got to my 21st attempt and I got in. And I was like, oh my god, it's a miracle. And once I got in, I did the quick tutorial and then I was off to see what this game is truly like. In Crucible, you get to choose from 10 hunters, that's what they call the heroes in this game, and you get to use them in 3 different game modes. The first of these game modes is Heart of the Hive, where you have 2 teams of 4, seeing who can get 3 Hive Hearts the quickest. And these hearts, you get them from destroying these big old hive creatures that spawn after a certain period of time on the map. In between doing that, you can go around capturing essence harvesters, which are basically these machines that once you capture them, give you a steady source of XP, which is necessary because in this game, you start off with all your abilities, but you can get different upgrades as you level up, and you can choose those in a menu that you find in the part right next to your character when you're choosing what hunter you're going to use before the game and before you first inject into the game. These upgrades do little things like give you an extra dash depending on the character, make you run faster, make your weapons more accurate, things like that. The other way you get XP is of course by fighting mobs, because this is MOBA-esque, it has MOBA qualities to it. And these mobs are around the map, you can find them anywhere, they spawn back all the time. There seems to be around like 4 or 5 different types of mobs you can encounter, and they'll pretty much be one of your main sources of XP. And one thing that needs to be said about the essence harvesters is the fact that once you capture one, you can't just keep it without protecting it, because other players can take it and then your only choice is to take it back. I just want to make sure I put that last little bit in to let you know about that, but really that's the whole gist of the first game mode. The second one is Alpha Hunters, which is this weird kind of duos battle royale type situation where you drop in with another player and you go up against 7 other teams and your job is to take them all out. There is one interesting thing that is in this game mode where if you lose your teammate and somebody else loses their teammate, you can kind of make an alliance with this person. It's temporary though, because you and that person, if you're the 2 last people in the match, you have to go 1v1 and whoever comes out on top wins. I did not play a lot of this at all because I kept getting kicked out of it, so I only played like 2 times. And if I had to say, it'd be on the bottom of the 3 game modes for me. It wasn't really that enjoyable. It was alright, but it was nothing spectacular in my opinion. But now we get to the final game mode, the one I like the most out of the 3. Harvester Command. I guess this is not supposed to be their serious game mode, because one, it's not on the same screen as the other 2, it's put down in arcade, but man, I gotta say, it's the most fun I have with the game. In this mode, you have 2 teams of 8 going against each other trying to collect the most harvesters, just seeing who can capture them. And not only do you have to capture them, but you have to keep them until you get to 100 points. Whichever team gets to 100 points first wins. And you might be wondering, why is this the best game mode in my opinion? I say that just because it's pure fun. One of the reasons it's extra fun is just because the extra amount of players in your team, the fact that most of the time you're just spinning it, fighting other players. Yes, you can do that in Alpha Hunters, but there's no respawn in there. And it's not really as fun as the battle royales that it takes inspiration from. And I kind of gotta say overall, the game isn't really for me. I didn't really enjoy it that much. There wasn't a lot to it that made me want to keep playing. I got some enjoyment here and there, but overall my experience wasn't the best. It's not a game I really recommend to a friend or even try to get a friend to play because it just felt kind of bland. It's not bad though. I think bland is the best way to say it. It's not bad, but my perspective on it, it's kind of a mixed bag. I got some enjoyment here and there, but I don't really know. I don't think it's a game I'm gonna play a lot of. Maybe if some things change, maybe if there's something exciting to draw me back, I'll give it another chance. But for the most part, it's just not that exciting for me. There's something that I need to talk about, which is the characters. I'm not going to name out all the characters because I don't really remember all the names of the characters. I don't even remember the name of the character I had the most fun with. I think it was like Zissa or something. It's a character where you reload by switching weapons. She has 3 weapons: a shotgun, a rifle, and a knife that you can throw. And she also has the ability to dash. Her experience overall was the most fun I had. And with the 10 characters, they all have their own unique look. Some are aliens, there's some humans, there's a robot, there's like a weird cat thing, and there's probably a lot of lore and stuff to them because you are able to learn more things about them. They have their own biography to them. They also have these little snippets of voice dialogue you can get by leveling them up. There's in-game dialogue and stuff like that, and that seemed to be alright. That seemed to be good. I was actually interested in learning more about the characters, and that's one of the things I like the most when it comes to a hero shooter. The biggest one being Overwatch. I just love learning about those characters. But even though I'm interested in learning more about those characters, it's not really enough to keep me playing. I could just watch a video of somebody talking about it at a different time. They have some decent looking skins for the characters, I like those, but really that's kind of all I really have to say about it. I went into this game not really expecting anything. I hadn't even really heard much about it. I had seen maybe one thing about it coming out, and the biggest thing I knew about it was that it was being published by Amazon. So at least I wasn't disappointed because I was like hyped for something. But hey, if it sounds good to you, go check it out. It's free to play, so you're not losing any money, and maybe you'll find something positive in it, because even if it has like mixed reviews right now on Steam, hey, mixed reviews mean some people enjoy the game and are having a good time with it, and that's good for them. But me, maybe in the future, if it changes, I don't know. That's really all I have to say about this game. Thanks for watching, thanks for listening to me ramble about Crucible for a bit. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe, go check out some other stuff. Hopefully, if you do decide to do that, you find something else you enjoy. Peace, I'm out.